What's going on, y'all? Today is Thursday, August 3rd. Pops and I back in the shop, and we got a little project here in the shop. A little chassis we're working on for Kelly Davis. Y'all remember we worked on his Impressive, and it was bent. So Kelly found him another chassis. He drove to Missouri and picked it up, and it's supposed to be an Impressive that's been updated, but we're not quite sure. I know that it's by TJP Race Cars, I believe, in Missouri, and so we're just main thing we're doing is putting jack bolt mounts at the top on the rear end to make it Crate Racing USA legal. You could do bolt on, but we like to do all the welded solid mounted parts, so that's what Kelly would like to do instead of doing all the bolt on stuff. Pops, he's got a drill bit and he's cleaning the holes out in the pull bar mount. So he's cleaning the holes out in the pull bar brackets. We got to get those welded in the car, and then that way we can set them to the kind of pull bar length we want, which they are multi-hole. So, but I'll turn the camera around, show you what we're working on, and show you what we're going to be doing. Y'all hang out. Well, there it is. There's Kelly's chassis. The front end resembles a lot of a Harris. It looks a lot like the Harris that we sold Blake and that we worked on for Blake. And pretty clean tubing car. I mean, it's straight. That's the main thing. It's not bent like Kelly's Impressive. So it's straight. It's a good start. And he's gonna work on putting this together and getting it painted and everything so he can take his parts and put on this chassis for next year. And I think he's gonna take the Impressive that he has now and get it straightened and fix it. And that way he'll have both cars, and he can focus on keeping one car strictly for Crate Racing USA stuff, and then the other car he was calling his off-season car, which I don't blame him one bit. He can go during the off-season or to other races and run it. So we're just cleaning up a few things. There's a few things that we do different, that we like to do different. We're going to add some bars here and there for bracing. And then we'll be doing the jack bolt mounts on the rear to make it Crate Racing USA legal. And for those that don't know, that are not familiar with the Crate Racing USA rules, it's pretty much a carbon copy of a Northern Sport Mod. So it's a spring on top, but we are not limited to the 13-inch spring on both sides. Most guys around here are on an 18-inch spring or a 20-inch left rear spring. Some guys are on a 13-inch rear spring. So it's all in what you prefer, what the driver prefers. So, but what I'm going to be working on first, I'm going to be cleaning up a few spots that I've seen that I would like to re-weld, or spots that they may have missed a little bit. And this is nothing toward TJP. They done a really good job updating this car. I'm just saying it's stuff that we would do different. And Kelly trusts us with his cars, and we've worked on all of Kelly's stuff. So it's just stuff that we want to clean up. Pops and I have looked it over. We want to kind of touch up some areas. So, but that's it for now. That's mainly what we're doing. And we're trying to get this thing knocked out tonight or in the morning. And then that way, tomorrow being Friday, we hope that the powder coaters call us and we can go pick up our chassis tomorrow. If not, first of next week. So they got a little behind. I mean, I understand that. They're busy. And the work that they do is really top notch, so I'm not even sweating that. So y'all hang out. I'm gonna throw it up on time lapse for a little bit while I clean up a bunch of stuff, and Pops is gonna drill out the holes in those brackets, and then I'll put it back on real time when we get ready to put this thing together or start putting tabs and stuff on. So y'all hang out. All right, y'all, what I was doing, I was going around just cleaning up welds that I want to re-weld and kind of touch up. And then right here on the back, we dumped our bolts out so we could get bolts to put these plates together. Right here it is. They had this welded on there for the spring mount, but we're gonna move it. because that's pretty far off from where we want to be with the rear end. So our rules are 70 inch from the mid plate, front of the mid plate to the center of the rear axle. I think IMCA 72. This car looks like it was built to be set up for 72. That's what we're gonna have to make it anyway, is because that way with the lower bar length will be legal for crate racing USA, because you have a 15-inch minimum lower bar, and Kelly's gonna go to a 16-inch bar to the front set of holes, and that'll be 72 to the center of the axle here from the mid plate. So that's what we're gonna make it. We bolted together the pull bar mounts, pull bar brackets, and that is 1.5 inch tubing right there for the pull bar. It's 1.5 inch square tubing. I'm gonna clean that up with a grinder and get all that paint off of there. I was hoping that this would be a little bit wider than it is. It's 1 5/8 inch outside. I was hoping it would be closer to like 1 3/4 inch. That would give me an 1/8 inch sticking out on each side, because this is 3/16 plate. And that would give me like a kind of like a shelf weld instead of just a butt weld to the bottom of that 1.5 inch. But we are going to flat plate the front of this and weld a bar here up to the square tubing as well, just for extra brace. And then there will be a brace welded to the side of it here, and that will go to that bar there. I bet it kicked the belt just then.
Yep.
It kicked on for a second, and then we've been having issues with our air compressor throwing the belt, and we heard it just kick on, and then it went right back off. So we think it just threw the belt again. But anyway, that's what we're working on. We may space these out and put some 3/4 spacers in, like the tube that people use, like this, for like lower control arms and stuff like that, and that a 3/4 bolt fits right in tight. So we may do something like that and put a little more space in here so I can get a good weld. But like I said, it'll be welded with a brace front and back, so I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. I got faith in my welds, and we'll see what happens. Y'all hang out. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get that cleaned up right there on that square tubing, and then we're gonna do some measuring from where the center of the axle will be, and then up to the pull bar mount to kind of get in the ballpark of the length pull bar we want. And then that way, when we put pinion angle in it, that way we'll be kind of in the ballpark where we want to be. For those wondering what length we like to be, Pops and I have found that anywhere from a 28 to a 32 inch pull bar is about what works best around here locally. So with our tracks, they're short turn, short straightaway, and there's not really any sweeping turn tracks around here unless you drive to Columbus, Mississippi, like Magnolia Motor Speedway, the MAG. I know a lot of people know that track. It's big sweeping turns, and but that's the best part about these double hole pull bar brackets, is you can always put a longer pull bar in, so your traction comes in longer down the straightaway. So that's what we like about a multi-hole bracket. We gotta get more 40 drill.
People. It was laying there. That's 30. That's 30. You gonna do this one? You gonna do this one?
No, you too far to this one. You need to go more toward the front of the car.
That's 30. Yeah, a little bit more. Right there. About an inch. 2 inches. Put the front to the holes on that mark. Middle of the hole.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right, so what we were doing, we're measuring where we wanted to put that bracket, and the holes in the bracket are 2 inches apart. So we're going to go to the longest mark and make it a 31 inch pull bar, and then that way, if we need to shorten it to a 28, 29, something like that. Then we can go to the back set of holes and shorten the pull bar.
All right.
The fun part.
I'll do it. Front and back, or on the bar, and then on there. You can do it all on there. Up in the front, or down in the back.
Either one.
Let's go down.
Well, I feel like if you go down in the back, it's gonna be too big of a knot. But we can try it. We can try it. Y'all hang out with us. We gotta level the car up real quick. I'm gonna move this camera back.
Let me drop this one down one and that down one.
See what happens. Let me go get that 2-foot level.
Get a longer reach on there. Right? Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta go back.
He's ready.
I'm gonna turn the line toward the back line. Now this has got 3 lines, but maybe go down one line. Alright, rest a minute. Now, I've also on this other. We're on this one now. I'm pushing that one to Texas, then. Oh. I'm pushing down on it. Oh, there's no here though, right? Yeah, it's totally right from. Oh, boy. Yeah. Alright. Can't get too far.
Yeah, it's jump past the door.
Y'all give us just a minute. We're gonna get this thing level. All right, y'all. We got our level now. Side to side, front to back. Now we're gonna tack these brackets in there.
Go on this way, man.
Yeah.
Angle to the front. Angle to the front. This ain't gonna be fun.
That's good. And the side of that.
This ain't gonna be fun. Plus the stand up on the floor of it. And then you can get right here and then you both the time to go through the same number.
I can do one.
Oh,
Well, I thought it was like this. But here it is.
oh, so lean it under there. Put it up here. That takes it over. Gotta be on the back line. Some of you do the road.
That's the way you use it.
I'm on the line. I'm on the line. Huh?
Not just sort of drop side of it.
How about that?
No, you go on your left.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
There's half that side over there.
It could be this too.
And then we'll cut this little back loose and then we'll just go over.
We're not letting the front back in. That ain't just the bar. Just bend it right back off.
Break.
I know this right here.
Come to the back. Boom. Huh?
When I get the bar.
Up here? Yeah. I know, when you start welding, it starts going down.
Throw the jack over here.
Yeah. I gotta get
Block.
so long too bad. This side or that side?
You know what? Oh, hang on. Might not be able to do it like that. The brackets ain't made to do that.
Looks like that needs to go over.
Y'all give us just a second, y'all. We're gonna look at something right here. All right, y'all. This is what we mean by we do make mistakes, but we did catch it before we got too far. I was under there tacking those on and was thinking, man, those are hanging down awful far, close to the drive shaft. And I remembered Kelly sending me a picture of these mounts when he was talking to the guys at TJP. And these brackets were made to go up on the side of that, and they're on clamps. They had square tube clamps around that 1.5 inch tubing, and these brackets were bolted to the side of those clamps. So I just looked at the picture, kind of got an idea how high these brackets need to be, which it works out better because I can cut these welds loose. We're gonna cut some pieces of tubing that go in between these brackets that are 1.5 inches wide, the width of that tubing there. And we're gonna let those slide up on the side of that, and that'll allow me to get a really good weld. So it worked out that we're able to get it where we need it to weld it better, but we're glad we're caught it. And I just knew that it looked awful low and the drive shaft was gonna be really close to it. So this will get it up to where it needs to be, and we'll get it situated here in a second. Y'all hang out. All right, y'all, we got it in there where we need it. You can see we got a C-clamp. I'm gonna go ahead and tack it on the ends, and I can put a pretty good bead down through there. That's pretty thick wall square tubing, and I actually think they have round tubing welded in that square tubing. That's what it looks like. But we got it in there where we want it. Y'all hang out.
Too hot? Maybe not. I'll try it. Oh, this is.
You know the C-clamp tattoo?
Well, don't push the boot.
C-clamp tattoo? Scar tattoo?
No tattoo.
Look bad?
No, I'm just gonna hang it up there.
A little warm?
Hot. Burn the wood. Hey, did we have a piece that flat water well?
Oh, yeah. I think I stuck it over behind that crank to that.
You brought that in like a wood thing.
I had somebody ask the other day, while I'm thinking about it, y'all, I'm going to talk about it. Somebody asked me in a message, they noticed when I was working on the rear end housing the other night, when me and Pops had it out here on the floor, that I kept changing the grinder. So these are just cutoff wheels. All they are, DeWalt cutoff wheels. And, you know, they're not thick, they're 45 thousandths thick. And that's what I use to cut welds with and cut metal with. And then I was putting on a 40 grit sanding pad. This one's about wore out, but the DeWalt are about the best you can find. We use the 40s or the 36s, and these will take any old weld off pretty quick, fairly quick. And this is what I use to notch tubing with. So just thought I'd touch on that real quick. What I was doing just then, y'all seen me lay that grinder up in there like that. Where that plate meets that square tube, and I wanted to V that out just a little bit. I don't want to grind into the square tubing deep to where I burn through, but I wanted to create a little V in there so my weld will go in that V and I get a good penetration and get good heat in that square tube.
Well, took my glove off just a second ago.
Light it up here. Oh. I took it off to zoom the camera out. Don't let me zoom back in. Put my glove back on, I'll weld that bracket on.
We need days to find another guy.
Yeah.
I'm saying fast foot.
Yep.
I was looking for something I could prop on, but it's alright. I'll do it. I'll freehand it.
Best weld.
What? Do what? I was sitting there, my arm was just kind of hanging out in wide open space. It's hard. You can prop on something that's a lot easier.
Yep.
But that's okay. That's all right. I don't like to start and stop like that, but I could feel my lead getting in a bind, and I didn't want it to start popping. Hey, that piece of flat pipe, Too many flat bar found there?
Is it the right weight?
A little bit long.
Is it?
Just a little bit. Huh. Check it out. One end is bent. Look at it. Ain't too bad, though. Yeah, I was gonna turn it down to cut that part off. Oh, yeah. Perfect. We trim her off a little bit. Oil that on there. Yep. You got no real time.
Yeah, it's on real time. I don't even think we're gonna need to do that though. Well, we can do it to tie our sides together.
Yeah.
And then brace. When we brace this side over here,
Yeah.
it'll brace both of them. I don't think we need to do a brace here since we're welded so much on here.
And we're too close here.
Right.
And folks, another thing too, the reason he welded from front to back is so the air passes over it easier. It don't have no wind resistance.
Yeah, when you weld them welds front to back, they're more aerodynamic.
If y'all believe that, I got a bridge in Arizona I want to sell.
I'll take this out of here and show y'all.
Cut a short piece and put across here.
Yeah.
Just keep that.
What Pops is talking about, we're gonna take this 2-inch flat bar and just take a short piece of this and weld it across those two, so we tie the bottom together, and then we're gonna come right here and come out here to this bar, and that'll keep it side to side so it won't move. But it's welded on there. Solid on both sides. Shouldn't go anywhere. And we got it on there where we'll have the pretty much the angle we want in the pull bar. And we can get a little bit more angle if we want to. We can actually drop a hole or two. So it'll work out. And everything on this chassis that we do is we're just going to leave it bare metal. Kelly is actually going to have this thing sandblasted, and I don't know if he's going to paint it or powder coat it. Kelly's actually a really good painter, so he may paint it himself. He's got some that blue color. He's got a nice blue over there. It's pretty sharp. We won't go into all that though. So we'll let Kelly do that, and it'll be sharp. It'll be slick. He knows how to paint. So, but I think that's going to be it for the first video of this chassis. That was the biggest thing that we needed to get done. And then we'll put our jack bolt sleeves in back here. Like I said, we got to go out to Doug McElroy again at McElroy Motorsports tomorrow morning and see if old Doug has got some of them threaded sleeves for the jack bolts. If he does, we'll get those knocked out. And if he don't, we'll have to run us down some and put them on there. But I ground off a bunch of spots, and that's where we're going to touch up welds. And I'll do that in the next video. That way we have, content we can put out for you guys. We appreciate all the new subscribers. We're up to 958 or 959, I think. So we gained a couple since the last video. But we're getting there, y'all. We may also work on a windshield bar for Kelly. I don't think this chassis came with a windshield bar. So we may work on that for him and get him a windshield bar in here. Kind of hard to do because we don't know where the decking's going to be. But what we may do is put tabs on. And we can always build a windshield bar when he gets the body put on. So y'all hang out with us. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. And if y'all will, please share it with your families and friends. We can't thank y'all enough. We're going to keep on putting content out, y'all. We hope we get a phone call tomorrow, and we hope we get our chassis this weekend. If not, it'll be first of the week next week. And we'll get that jewel in here and get to slinging parts on it. Appreciate y'all watching. Until next time.
Appreciate it, guys and gals. Thank you very much. All you subscribers, keep hanging out with us. We'll do something wrong. Until then, God bless you.
See y'all.